and welcome to another segment of Fun Financial Friday. Today's segment is going to be on our economic impact payment, otherwise known as our stimulus check. So before I get started, I want to let you know of an important deadline coming up. It is on this Tuesday, May 5th is the deadline to finally file for your economic check. If you haven't done so already, go to www.irs.gov and fill out the required information. So let's go ahead and get started with today's topic. This is not the first time the American population has been awarded a stimulus check. Back in 2008, under the George W. Bush administration, we were awarded $600 for a single household, up to $1,200 for a joint household, receiving $300 per independent child living in your household. Again, in 2008, because we were still under a recession, under the Obama administration, certain individuals were awarded $250. So that was 52 million Americans who were classified as beneficiaries. The definition of a beneficiary was someone who's receiving Social Security, SSI, or your supplemental security income, your railroad retirement board, as well as members of the Department of Veteran Affairs. The rest of the public received a reduction in with your tax withholdings for the 2010 tax filing season. So that brings us up to date in 2020, dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic and our current stimulus check, which is $1,200. That does not mean everyone is going to be receiving $1,200. There are people who still haven't received it yet, and some people who will not be receiving it. They are classifying this check under who filed last or their taxes last time, as well as your current household income. So make sure you did file correctly. So I'm seeing a lot of different things on social media, what people want to do with their stimulus check. So a stimulus check was meant to stimulate your household. Our government heard us when they said we are unable to pay for our essential needs, meaning our rent, our mortgage, putting food on the table, gas, electric, and your water bills. That is why we were receiving their stimulus check. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and put all of your credit cards in deferment and specifically ask what that time frame means. A lot of places are given 60-day grace periods, but that doesn't mean that all of them are doing the same thing. It's up to you to call to make sure you have those specific guidelines. If you're still having issues with your landlord, I've been seeing a little bit of that on social media, you as a renter have the right to call the Department of Housing at 1-800-685-8470 to file a complaint. A lot of landlords have been given the grace period for you to pay your rent at a later date. The same goes for homeowners. All of us who are homeowners should have been given a 60-day grace period. Now it's up to you to call, as always, to see when that grace period started. Some started at the beginning of March, middle of March, and at the end of March. That greatly affects you in when they're going to be expecting you to pay in full. So for both renters and those of us who have mortgages, we definitely need to know how they are going to tack on those mixed months. Please, please, please call, because not everyone's going to be doing it the same. They could be tacking it on in a specific percentage in your up and coming payments to make you get caught up. They could give it to you in one lump sum. I have heard of that. That's pretty hard to do, to pay your rent and then pay another huge lump all at once. And then others are giving it to you on a deferred basis. So if you are in a 12-month rental agreement and you miss 2 months, which is 60 days, they're extending your lease out for a 14-month period. And the same for your mortgage. If you have a 15-year or 30-year fixed mortgage, they're extending it out for those 2 months to tack it on the end. But please call your specific organization to see what they are doing for you. As always, if you have any money left after your stimulus check was given to you, put it into savings. We definitely don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, and we definitely don't know what's going to happen to the economy in June. So if you were able to save a little bit, kudos to you. So as always, thank you so much for tuning in to Fun Financial Fridays. If you haven't already, do remember to like my page and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, take care. See you around.